Okay, so I hate this phone because it keeps you know crapping out on me in the worst possible times. Like we're 4 minutes in. I had like a 10-minute video. So on Owl House and the complete you know I don't know what to call it, stupidity of Disney, where they totally screwed themselves out of a rather lucrative movement because they think it's morally not their thing. Okay, so I'll reiterate if I'm kind of backing up a bit on the previous video that's only 4 minutes long, which I will also upload. Point is that Owl House was awesome. Of course, apparently now they're just sticking to let's just do you know uh, Amphibia because yes, okay, fine, they put more effort and character development and storyline denseness into Amphibia. Okay, fine, I'll grant you that. But I mean, it's like the difference between if I don't know, I should have watched the other video first. But anyway, how far I've gotten in that review while I was driving on the freeway. But it's like when the Sci-Fi Channel dropped, Farscape for SG1. SG1's fan base was exploding, while Farscape's was not. That's what they told me at the fan booth in Long Beach in 2002, 2003, something like that. And yeah, so they said, yeah, even though it has a lower budget, that's why they were using stock footage from the original 1994, 1993 movie, which I also have, by the way. Um, yeah, they said they'll go for that. I'm like, really? So you can see a lot of corporations follow the money, not the quality. Because, like, what's his face? Who does Luke Skywalker? I forget his name at the moment. He says it's not about if a movie is good or bad. It's whether or it's not the quality of film. It's about the butts in the seats that bring the money. If it's profitable, then they'll do a sequel. If not, then fuck it. They're not gonna care. You know, it's all about the money. It's not about the art. You know, and that's true. It's a corporation. Corporations care about one thing: the money. They don't care about the art. They don't care if they half-ass it or they contrive it. All they care about is the money. Now, interspecies reviewers, it's like that where Funimation Japan said, yeah, sure, let's bring that over. You know, it's in our wheelhouse. We have stuff. And I could name 6 different shows on their catalog that are within a hair's breadth of interspecies reviewers. But, they said it's like the right hand not knowing what the left hand is doing. You know. And so by the time it got into America, when they're dubbing the first couple of episodes, and the first episode dropped on YouTube, they said, "Oh no, that's not who we are. That's not in our wheelhouse. So we're dropping that, even though we pay for the license." It's like, please, I've seen the other fucking episodes on a certain, you know, pornographic website, and honestly, they're good episodes. They're well balanced. They have a decent sense of humor. You know what you're getting yourself into. And I'm thinking, what's the problem again? Oh, it shows more explicit tits and kind of more, doing it. The characters, and that's really it. But it's not in every episode. It's not quite that explicit. And it's like, really? You couldn't do a. I mean, Funimation does the we call it the something of the sisters, um something I forget, occult or tarot. Anyway, it's the one that kind of rips off on God, I can't remember, with Isuke, the Testament of the Sisterhood, something or other. It rips off of. It's a pair. It's obviously a rip off of. I forget what the hell it's called. Uh, I forget what it's called. I'm a big fan of it. I forget the dragon. Ah, dang it. Um, I forget. Damn it, I forget. But it's where it shows characters getting off, and it's like, seriously, you have like how many shows where it's girls with big tits and it's sexualized and fan servicey, and yet it shows a bit more of characters getting off on more on screen than off than you're more used to in your catalog, but all because of that, it's not in your wheelhouse only by that much, and it's like not in our wheelhouse, and that's how Disney is like. Where it's like, we have characters saying that, who are bi and they have a date, Loud House, and stuff, and because of that, other than that one episode where this is actually the main theme, where it says, well, the Bible Belt, the we'll get as much money as those series that are not like this. This is clearly not our thing, and it's like, and you're using COVID as an excuse because the downsize, so we're cutting, you know, that series out to make way more for Amphibia because that's more enough. Which, by the way, is doing its now in season 2. Is like, you know, I'll be a good, I'll be a friend worthy of you. They're not saying I'll be worthy of you, but they're saying a friend of, of our friendship. I'll be a friend worthy of you. Saying I'll be worthy of you, as a person of. It's like, okay, so you're blurring the ship. What's your dynamics? Are we friends or are we possibly more? So it's doing that now, and Disney as a whole just like okay with that, as opposed to, yeah, we are totes bisexual and gay, and totes want to date now. That's just totally outside of our wheelhouse. So yeah, so Disney is just being that, and so it's like Disney back in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, you did, by the way, not with Disney brand name on it like they do with, like, yeah, sure, this is our moneymaker, so we're totally going to slap our name on it. There was a lot of, or at least for a while, there were a lot of movies that were bought and made by Disney subsidiaries that did not have the Disney name, which was the Black Hole and quite a few others. But one was called The Devil and Max Devlin. Yes, that was a Disney distributed, not titled, but Disney product. Yeah, I have it. I did not transfer because of the lack of quality. So, yeah, I didn't really get very far on that transfer. But I do have it. Possibly in that stack, right? Right? That. Dang it, where is it? Yeah, that stack right there. Yeah, so that's where that is, I believe, of non. So only because I do not have space here. Do you think all this is, you know, all that's there just because I like it there? No, because I have to have it there because I can't just stack it like right there. It's a bit much. Anyway, Devil and Max Devlin is a guy who is a slumlord at a motel, dies, goes to hell, and then meets Bill Cosby and says, and where Bill Cosby as the devil says, okay, or devil's advocate or something demonic, and it says, if you can get 4 souls, 6 souls, or something like that, to agree to take your place or something, then you don't get to go to hell or something like that. Again, I didn't get very far in the movie because of the film quality. So he probably goes through that and wrestles with trying to be an asshole versus trying to be a good guy and blah blah blah. So yeah, so Disney have dipped their toe in that particular pool before, but without them slapping their Disney brand on it. They don't consider it theirs or something. So it just gets kind of silly and it's stupid that they're proclaiming now, well, we don't do that. Of, the Boiling Isles, cough, cough, bad place, cough, cough. It's like that was the original pitch concept is that Luce goes to hell. Yeah. Luce goes to hell and meets and makes friends. And they decided, sure, why not? And she meets the love of her life, who is her enemy, who tries to have her killed in their first premiere and that character's premiere episode. Because it's like, yeah, sure, why not? But so Disney is acting like we don't do that. Like, yes, you did. The Devil and Max Devlin. That was one of your titles. You guys put that out there, not under your name, but you guys did distribute it through your, subsidiaries. So stop saying like this is not your brand. Granted it was a different time, but don't say, you know, this is not your, this is not us. This is not the Disney brand. Like if you didn't choose to make money off of it, you would not have distributed it. So please don't like Disney. Like please do not do that. Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes. I've been around. I know what the names of your subsidiaries are. It's Buena Vista and Touchstone. Do not think I don't know that. So you know, so yeah. If Disney can understand their mistake that you're screwing over the fandom like Sci-Fi Channel has done in the past with Tremors the series and Firescape, and I'm guessing possibly and Alphas. Don't forget Alphas. You know, where it's like we leave you off on a cliffhanger. Bye. Not to be continued in the fall. In the fall season. So yeah, if Disney realizes their mistake, it's like just make it a movie then, and apologize. We'll forgive you. We're forgiving for fandom. Just don't do what the Sci-Fi Channel has done. Disney, just apologize, give them more money, make it a theatrical release, combine the last three specials together, make it a movie, put it out in theaters, and watch the Benjamins roll in. Because Lord knows I'll be there. And if I'll be there, they will be there. Alright? If you make it, they will come. Trust me. Alright, that's the end of that. So take care.